Let's answer some listener questions.
Mailbag.
All right, it's mailbag time. If you have your own question for us, go to the website, thefantasyfootballers.com. Click on the Submit a Question button. It is easy. It's so easy. Seriously.
Yeah.
All right. You can also call us on our voicemail line, 302-464-TFFB. Let's go ahead and do a voicemail question right now.
What's up, man? Focus 138 here. And I just want to take a moment of silence for Jeremy Hill. I don't know what's up with this guy. What do we do? Should we be worried about Jeremy Hill, or should we just hold on to him and hope he has a comeback, or maybe it's time to drop him for Giovanni Bernard? Let me know, you guys. Thanks. Bye.
Do not drop Jeremy.
No, I don't think that's what he was actually saying. Well, apologize. That was very difficult to hear. But he's asking what to do with Jeremy Hill, and I assume he means if you have Jeremy and Gio, who are you starting, dude?
I think at this point you have to start Gio, and this coming week they play Kansas City, which I think is a better Gio matchup.
Sorry, bro.
And then they play the Seahawks after that.
Tom in Bronx.
Don't worry about it.
Actually, that just says that Jeremy Hill might not. He's a buy low in week 6.
Yes. He might be a sell right now and a buy low in a couple weeks.
Tom in Bronx, New York. Since Big Ben is down, he needs a quarterback. Vic, Fitzpatrick, Bridgewater, Carr, Foles, Cousins, Mariota. And it's not it's Mariota to me.
This is matchups. I don't know.
Yep.
I haven't broken down the matchups for week 4 yet, but just face value of this list, it's either Derek Carr or Mariota to me.
Yeah, those were the two guys that I was looking at as well. Derek Carr, we know, plays the Bears next week, and Mariota is going to be...
Wow.
Do they have a bye?
Wow.
Oh, are the Titans already on bye?
I don't know. I'm looking.
Wow, thanks.
You are welcome.
Good commentary.
So Derek Carr is the answer?
Joey has this question. I've had Martavis Bryant stashed on my bench since the draft. Assuming Big Ben is out at least 4 weeks, is he worth holding on to? He's not worth dropping.
Right.
But it hurts. I mean, for an expectation for Martavis this season to be what it was before the suspension, to be where it is now, where you kind of come back to Michael Vick, I mean, I would try to trade him if you could get good value from him. Otherwise, I'm just holding him and just waiting for fantasy playoffs and for him to be kind of a surprise good play for you.
I'm trying to remember the who's the older guy, the backup quarterback who's played for Big Ben in the past.
His name's...
it's escaping my brain at the moment.
Yeah, me too.
Well, but my point is that we don't know what Michael Vick is going to do, right? I mean, he could come in and he could actually be okay.
He really could be okay.
I'm expecting him to be okay. I'm not expecting him to be Big Ben.
You have to imagine that he did not get... I mean, he's never going to get a first-team rep in practice with Big Ben there. So he came in very unprepared to be playing, is my thinking. So a week of practice is going to help him, and he'll be decent. Also, to verify, the Titans are on bye week, so please do not do Mariota next week, because you'll get 0 points.
So those early bye weeks.
Early bye, and same. So next week, little early, it's New England and Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
So no Patriots.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about Antonio Andrews too, because he's going to be a hot name on waivers, but he's on bye. So curious how that.
There
pans
goes
out,
my strategy with my sweet running backs.
Yeah, I know. Drew in Allen, Texas said he owns Keenan Allen and Allen Robinson, and every single week he plays the wrong one.
Yeah.
Which is the right player to start going forward? I wish I could tell you. It's not going to be one guy probably going forward.
Oh, man.
I'd probably start Keenan if I had to just straight up choose rest of season, but they're going to alternate good weeks probably.
Yeah,
you're going to have to play the matchups and get lucky a little bit.
Yep, it's going to be matchup dependent. And that's another one of those deals where if you've got those guys where you're getting it wrong, try to take one of them and someone else and package and go get somebody that you know you can start week in, week out.
I feel like Keenan Allen and Allen Robinson are both in this tier of you have to put them in your starting lineup and you have to live with it. You know you're going to get some bad weeks, but you're going to get some great weeks as well with both of them. But if you try and pick and choose, and then things generally go horribly wrong.
That reminds me. Not so close on the upset this week.
Oh.
I think I went a little too bold for my britches.
Little too almost. Very far from almost.
I loved the tweets though because it was like 27-3, like real quick or something, and they were all like, "Still hope." Here comes the Bortles. I like that Bortles panned out as an okay streamer though with 2 touchdowns and 242, despite the fact that they got massacred. Very disappointing week from the Jaguars. I expected you to easily be able to go into Foxborough and win that game.
You know, the Jaguars, they were down.
Jaguars
Were down several defensive players, and through that game, I believe they lost 3 more to injury.
And 3 others just left because they were sick of it.
They were just disappointed. But the point is that their defense is completely demolished right now. They weren't the greatest to start, but injuries have destroyed them. So that might be something to look for streaming defense the following week, or wide receivers going up against.
Good call. All right, on tomorrow's show, we will have our Monday Night Football review. We will focus on the waiver wire, and we'll also have a special guest, Marshall Faulk. Hall of Famer Marshall Faulk will be on the show. We'll be talking fantasy football, what we saw over week 1, 2, and 3, which teams he thinks are going to continue to ascend, and which ones maybe not so much. And so we will have a good conversation with him. Very excited to have him on the show. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. Make sure you check out thefantasyfootballers.com. You can also visit jointhefoot.com and join the conversation. We are a community. This show is a community show. It is made, we started recording all off season because this is a year-round fantasy football show. We don't take no time off.
It's very
Except
helpful.
for right there.
Yep, right there was our time off for the season.
I got a micro nap in.
Yeah,
It's
so
like a bye week.
Was that our bye week right
Yeah.
there? All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back. Check us out on Twitter at the FF Ballers.
Yeah, goodbye. I went too early. Hold on. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to another edition of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Don't forget to visit us on the web at www.thefantasyfootballers.com and follow us on Twitter at the FF Ballers.